Okay, Be'ezrat Hashem. So, Perek Yud Gimel, Pasuk Gimel. Notzer piv shomer nafsho. Whoever guards his mouth protects his life. Posek sefatav, and whoever opens wide, yes, his lips, mechit talo, yeah, is a ruins him. Says the Gaon, we saw in Pasuk Bet the concept of nefesh bogedim, yes. And the definition of a boged is that someone that doesn't have and that has a nefesh Hamas, a nefesh bogim Hamas, or he has a behavior of Hamas, which essentially means what? He doesn't have boundaries and he doesn't respect laws. So continues Shlomo HaMelech and says that that nefesh of bogdim that eats the fruit of his own efforts, of his own behavior. What does it mean? He eats, meaning through his mouth, as we said, because he has no problem to shame. He has no problem to speak bad. And says the Gaon that behavior and that loose mouth of the nefesh boged is what stimulates the boged to become more and more like that. So essentially, the reason why the person contaminates his behavior and lets himself fall into a snowball effect dynamic is because he doesn't guard his mouth. Therefore, comme Shlomo HaMelech says, Notzer piv shomer nafsho. Whoever guards his mouth, right, protects his nefesh. What does he protect his soul from? He's protect himself from this dynamic of snowball effect of avera goreret avera. And he brings, okay, in the name of, he brings the Zohar and the Ari Kadosh in Shara Gilgulim, that says that when a person gets angry or when a person loses his temper, his nefesh atova, his good nefesh, leaves him. Yes.
What does leave him mean? Because if it leaves, can the neshama leave?
It's not. We're not talking about the neshama. We're talking about the nefesh atov, meaning we're talking about the koach, the power of ruch of aruchani, the spiritual koach that man received when he ate from Etz Hadat Tov and Ra. We have the neshama, and then we have, like we explained, yeah, and then we have another. We have the nefesh that is Tov, and then the nefesh that is Ra, right? Right? It's like the Yetzer Tov and the Yetzer Ra, if you will, right? So that power of good that Adam HaRishon introduced in his soul, in his essence, when he ate from the tree of knowledge of Tov and Ra, right? He introduced a power of good, an inclination of good, and an inclination of bad. Okay? When a person loses his temper, that inclination, that nefesh Torah, this one leaves the person. Meaning he no longer is under the influence or can be under the influence of the good that's in him. So, and he's left only with the bad. Okay. That's why the Gemara says in Brachot that shomer picha mikol chet. If you protect, if you guard your mouth from all the sin, meaning lashon hara or dvarim betelim, right? So the person is mitkadesh and mittayer. The person gets elevated spiritually and gets purified, and he is protected from the avera. He's protected from averot. So the mouth, essentially, yes, is the gate that protects man from averot, or if he breaks this gate and if he opens and he lets himself talk and he freely, then he opens the gates for the tov to leave and for the ra to come in. To the point that Shlomo HaMelech says, posek sefatav mechitalo, whoever opens wide his mouth is ruining him. Says the Gaon, whoever has a big mouth, meaning whoever speaks, too much or freely, and doesn't hold himself back, even though he has a nefesh tova, even though he has a good yetzer tov, even though se mitzvot harbe, he does a lot of mitzvot, even though he guards himself with mitzvot and behavior, it will not help him. His mouth will take him down and will destroy everything that he's built. The Gaon, listen, meaning you can have shmira in your body, have in your behavior, gedarim, with kama gedarim, not with one geder, with many gedarim. Or say mitzvot arveh, you do a lot of mitzvot. You have nefesh tova, you have a good core essence. You have the right Yetzer Tov, meaning you have a strong Yetzer Tov. A loose mouth will end up destroying all of this. Pay, what do we say in Tana Devilyahu? Pay, Malchut, Pay. Torah shebe'al Pei karinan la. The Midat HaMalchut, the Sfirat HaMalchut, is called Pei. Okay? And we can say Mazal Tov, this is my upgrade in life.
Oh, I bought it too.
I know, and you bought it from Rabbi Meta.
Groisman, yeah, Meta and Groisman.
And they got it from my friends, Rabbi Buskila, who makes them.
But you're only using this, or you're using both?
No, the other one only when I have to work. If not, I don't have access to it. Meaning that other device is not with me anymore. Only when I have connection to Wi-Fi to connect. If not, I'm not going to use it.
With no SIM, just Wi-Fi.
Correct. So I need to be in a place where I need to connect in order to have it. If not, Ezrat Hashem, it has to be like a bracha, the tfilat haderech. That.
Amen.
Okay. So the pei is the midat hamalchut, the sfirat hamalchut. The sfirat hamalchut is also Shabbat Kodesh. Shabbat, if you look at the days, Sunday Chesed, Monday Gvura, Tuesday Tiferet, yes? Shabbat is Malchut. The seventh is Malchut. Says the Ramban, right, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu built the neshama of man, gave, in the Pasuk, Vayipach be'apav nishmat hayim, he injected of himself, yes, to Adam, okay, to Adam Arishon, the neshama of Adam, okay, he injected that udvuna, through what? Through the pei, Vayipach be'apav, he blew in the nostril of Adam. How did he blow? With what? With the mouth, right? And the mouth is the malchut, meaning through the malchut, HaKadosh Baruch Hu was injected in Adam the neshama. So what is the window to go in or go out of the neshama? Is the mouth. That's why also, lo aleinu, when a person leaves this world, the neshama leaves from the mouth with his last breath, right? So the pei is the gateway to connect ourselves to the pipeline of Shefa that HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants to send to our neshama. So our mouth becomes the clog, yes, the clog of the access to our soul, or the opposite. It is the pipe that is clean and open that allows the Shefa to come in. So, right? So when your mouth is pure, then your Sfirat HaMalchut is metukenet, is pure. And if your Sfirat HaMalchut is clean, so it's a vessel that's the Shekhinah, so it can receive now, right, the Shefa from the Sfirot above. But if your mouth is dirty, so your Malchut is tainted and contaminated by Kelipot, which means that your vessel is not complete, which means that you cannot now retain the Shefa or receive Shefa from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Right? You'll never pour valuable wine in a cup that's dirty. You don't pour a nice whiskey in a dirty cup. So here Shlomo HaMelech, yes, points out the importance, the crucial and vital importance of the Shemirat HaPeh, of the mouth.
Rabbi, just to confirm, when we talk about the loose mouth, this is talking about speaking properly, not nivul peh, and not speaking lashon hara. This is
Yeah.
These are the things that we're speaking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
All the halachot that are related to the mouth. Okay. Now, when Shlomo says poshek sefatav, like opening his mouth wide, it means talking what you're not supposed to talk.
And then how do we mechaper for improper mouth? I mean, this sounds like it's a huge, like you said, the Gaon explained you can do everything right, 99% great, and this one thing can ruin you. So how do we be mechaper? Is it through learning, through guarding? Is it through what?
Notzer piv. Notzer piv, it means to guard, to hold back your mouth. Yes, when you're about to say something that's negative, something that's not good, you have to hold back. That's one tikkun. The other tikkun is limud Torah, Talmud Torah, right? When you learn Torah. כן? מתאווה ועין. נפשו עצל. The lazy, the person that has a lazy soul, מתאווה ועין. He craves over a lot of things, but he doesn't do nothing. ונפש חרוצים, but the one that is diligent, תדושן, will be enriched, will be stronger, will be fatter. The Gaon says that the Atzel, yeah, the lazy, the definition of the lazy is someone that wants a lot, but doesn't do. No actions. Talks a lot, but nothing, no follow through. But the charutz, the ones that's diligent, that works straight, that is zealous, not only will he will accomplish what he wants to accomplish, but the pleasure of accomplishing what he wants strengthens his body, makes him, it has a direct impact physically on that person to make him stronger and healthier. It's pretty straightforward, I think. Yes. So in order, what's interesting is that in order to overcome laziness is when you push the person to complete what he wants, to accomplish what he wants. You want to do something, help him do it. And by helping accomplishing his desire, obviously, which is mutar, yeah, something good. So by accomplishing that, helping him, he fights the laziness that's in him. But when a person thinks of doing a lot but doesn't do much, then exactly the opposite happens. He starts introducing in him this midat of laziness, of atzlut, that trait of atzlut. So the par, yes, or the alignment, sorry, the alignment between the desire and the accomplishment. And when we talk desire, we're talking about from good things, yes, must always be aligned. The alignment must be always perfect. And as long as they are one-to-one, yes, then you're harutz. That's how you develop diligence and zealness. The moment there is a disconnect between the two, that separation allows the midat atzlut, yes, the midah of laziness to kick in and grow. You want to do something, do it. You want to do something, do it. That's also, I think, a very interesting lesson, not only for us, but also for our children, in the chinuch of our children. When they say that they want to do, okay, let's help them do and accomplish what they want, so that they learn, okay, they develop the diligence, versus not helping them and then just let it be an idea and another thought, which then by default allows the laziness to enter the child. Pasuk He. Devar sheker is not tzaddik. A tzaddik hates lies. Rasha yavish veyahpir, and the Rasha will yavish mivayesh. Yes, yavish. He will is vile. Yes, and herpa is disgraceful. The Gaon explains the tzaddik hates the sheker. The tzaddik cannot tolerate the sheker, not only speak the sheker, not the sheker itself, even listening to sheker he cannot tolerate. The moment he hears something or he smells the sheker, yes, a feeling of resentment and disgust rises, awakes in him. And that's because of his emet. The tzaddik, the more he builds his emet, and the more he becomes intolerant of the sheker. It starts with actions of emet, then it's dibur of emet, then it's thoughts of emet. And that's how he builds himself up. And through that, naturally and instinctively push back the sheker. However, the Rasha takes advantage of the sheker, says the Gaon. So even if the Rasha listens something that is sheker about Adam Tzaddik, the Rasha will take advantage of that. What will he do? Yav'ish v'yahpir. Yav'ish shemevayesh oto. Meaning, how is he mevayesh? How is he shaming the tzaddik? How is he taking advantage of that sheker? He said he's going to share that sheker with others. He's going to spread around that sheker. But only that, yahpir. What does it mean, yahpir? When he will see the tzaddik, and when the opportunity will come, he won't feel bad even shaming the person in public. What Shlomo HaMelech is coming to teach us here is that the Rasha is very comfortable with the sheker. And he knows how to utilize it. He knows how to manipulate the sheker. He knows how to hurt with that sheker. It's a tool, yes, of his tools that he's very comfortable using. That's the difference between the Rasha and the Tzaddik. The Tzaddik, he cannot get close to it. Yes, he's repulsed by it. The Rasha, not only he has no problem with it, but he knows how to use it. we see situations, we find people sometimes be'emet, you see how they can manipulate false information and use it so well against someone and target the sheker against someone. That is, according to Shlomo HaMelech, a clear indication that that person is a Rasha. But on the other hand, sometimes you see people, they're completely intolerant to sheker, and they react to it. And you might say, oh, but why are they so tough? Or why are they so rigid? Or why are they, you have to be a little bit softer. The opposite. When you see such a strong reaction to a situation of sheker, that shows you the tzidkut and the midat haemet of the person. So these are 2 points of references to first of all identify a person, but also to check up on ourselves. Am I tolerant of the sheker? And that means that there's sparks of rishut in me, and I need to work on it right away. Or am I completely intolerant? And I know that Baruch Hashem, I'm holding betzidkut. Okay, good. I think we're going to stop here. Pasuk Vav is a pasuk of its own that needs the proper hashiva be'ezrat Hashem. Tov. Any questions on this psukim? So we just finished Perek Yud Gimel Pasuk He.